Hello Collective, thanks for joining me. I'm just preparing some of my high vibrational cards, so this will be a spiritual guidance message for anyone that needs to hear this right now. So as always, please just take that resonates and leave the rest. Not everything will be for you, but it is good if you take the majority of the message. But remember, just take that fits where you're at right now. We've got gratitude at the bottom of the deck. We've got pay attention to your self-talk. Listen to your feelings. Ask for some help. Be kind to yourself. Electronics overload. Forgiveness. Okay, so the message that's coming forward for those that resonate with it is just letting you just be aware of you are your own guide. You are your higher self. Your higher self is your future self and wants you to live this experience with that resonates with your soul calling, or with that makes your heart happy. Sometimes we're in situations that we can't always, or we feel we can't always align to what would make our heart happy. What you're being called, if that's something that's resonating with you, is to take another look at your self-talk and be realistic to that you are saying to yourself. Are you self-sabotaging, or are you placing yourself in a position that your future self has no way of helping you to live the life that you're craving, or to realign with your soul purpose? This comes forward in the message of reevaluating your self-talk. With that, it's you will know that if you are being hard on yourself, or if you're coming from a place of lack, if you're feeling that there's too much distance between what the heart wants and what the mind believes is possibility, that this will trigger some kind of resonance with the feelings within. You're being called to take a minute and say, the thoughts that are in my mind, are they the feelings that are coming up for me? Where is the discord within the alignment of the two? So we know that in previous readings we're seeing a lot of thoughts and emotions being projected towards you. This is the check-in your self-talk, the feeling of excitement, but yet the thought of it's not possible to attain. That is the feeling that you're needing to readjust to be in alignment. Remember that you can't come from a place of fear if you're wanting to align with your soul purpose or your heart calling. We've got here asking for help. Asking for help is letting us know that we're moving and have a long time moved away from the era or the stage or the time of not showing that you experiencing a struggle, or being led to feel shame for reaching out, asking for help. That is the pride and the ego that stops that. There's nothing to say that you're not strong, you're not capable. Sometimes the universe designs situations in order to move you out of your comfort zone. As we move forward, it's about unity, bringing communities together, bringing unions into alignment, bringing the higher self and the the lower self into balance. It is by design that you will hit a brick wall until you know or learn or feel comfortable to ask for help without feeling shame. We've got here the being kind to yourself, which is all of this moving forward to there. When you encompass these stages, it results in that you are putting yourself first. You're being kind with your self-talk, kind with listening to your body. Is it exhausted because you're pushing it to the extremes with some kind of training or mental stress or whatever it is, whatever you're digesting? Something along those lines is relevant in regards to being kind to yourself. Going without food when you're knowing that you should eat something, if you're wanting your body and your mind to be able to power on through. With the asking for help, that is the ultimate kindness you can do for yourself. If you need help, ask for it. With the electronic overloads, we know, especially with those that are into their tarot, that it can become something that people are reliant on finding the answer with little snippets of here, there and everywhere online, or looking for messages, or what can I respond, or sleeping with their phone beside their bed, or being disturbed, or anything that's electronically an overload. You will know in that moment what it means. Watching too many, the next series, the next episode, or whatever it may represent for you, you're being called to just be kind to yourself and place a test. Can you put your phone down and go about your day and do whatever you need to do without having to keep checking your phone or looking for answers outside of yourself? We've got here the forgiveness. It links to the self-talk, forgiving yourself for that you could not do in a moment, or that you, outside of your awareness, there was a higher perspective connecting to a situation that you may have by design been made helpless in that moment, pushing you to ask for help or do something different. Forgive yourself for that you did not know, and also then extend it to others, that if you are carrying pain, this is a generalized statement in regards to forgiveness. It's one of the toughest virtues to, they're all the same, but it is perceived as one of the toughest in regards to forgiving others. But yeah, that's obviously a lot of depth. There's a lot of people that are operating and clearing out or working through this virtue right now. We've got here, listen to your body. So listening to your body is again with what are you ingesting, what are you expecting your body to endure, knowing the limits, enforcing boundaries of what your expectations are of your body. Love yourself with the self-talk. You are guiding yourself through these difficult times, whatever they may be. So you need to put down the stick, the sword, and replace it with kindness, caring, compassion, with your thoughts within your mind. The being kind to yourself comes from self-love. We've got here, take a break. Some of you, not all, may need to remove yourself from a situation that is overwhelming at this time in order for you to be able to see a higher perspective, to be able to know, is this self-talk projections onto you, or is that actually the way that you're viewing or seeing a situation? We've got here, what are you eating? So what are you eating in regards to gossip is one thing that was coming forward. It's words being placed inside your mind and transmuting a particular kind of energy. Obviously as well, it's sugar for some people, and it's again another sweeping statement, but what are you eating is what energetically are you ingesting into yourself. Listen to your body, because it will absorb and repel particular things right now. We've got here perception. Everything to make you stronger is also here for a lesson in changing your perspective. The duality that you're moving forward with right now is the ability to change your perspective, put the shoe on the other foot. It always leads back to treating others as you deserve to be treated yourself. It starts with that self-love of yourself, the self-respect, the being able to know where you gauge yourself without feeling that praising yourself is having a big inflated ego. It's about the self-talk. The self-talk from the higher self will push you forward with love in order to elevate you up, and it's at that particular stage that your self-esteem and confidence is comfortable with that you are then able to say, this is where I place myself, and I accept nothing that is lower, because those lessons were learnt and I place myself here. Your higher self will help guide you to where is a comfortable starting point in regards to treating others how you deserve to be treated. They're saying a realistic, everyday, physical, within your environment, healthy relationship that you've got. Generally it will be with somebody that is of an older nature, older, wiser from experience. Not always older, they are wiser. It's not taking anything away from a lot of the old souls that are younger, but it's pick a healthy role model that is older than you here right now today, and just reflect on how they would do something, the guidance they would give. I'm also being told that there's many of you that that role model or somebody that you would want to place are no longer in the physical realm, and it's okay to use them as your template. You're doing something different, not living life as they did, but for this particular adjustment for where you should be able to place yourself. We've got here, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, yes, when you're sleeping. If you wake up and there's a message, yeah, that's one side. But for this particular, for who is resonating with this message, it's saying the self-talk, pay attention to your dreams. Are you even building, manifesting, wishing for dreams of the future, and what do they look like? Take your role model that you're using as your template and feel about your dreams for your future. Would you place them in your shoes and let them walk into the dreams that you're trying to build and manifest? And where is the distortion in what they would bring back? And that's just a way for you to explore the pay attention to your dreams. Crystal fun, yes, many of you are into crystals and the meanings, but for me, with this, of whoever I'm speaking to, it is representing that when you're paying attention to your dreams and when you have identified where you gauge yourself in the position that you're placing yourself, what does your fun look like? Your dreams need to contain that essence and element of joy and fun. So your happiness needs to be crystal clear in what you're viewing, not what you want, and then recognizing the distance between here and now and the chances of getting it. We're not looking at that. It's a private moment within yourself. This is your higher self talking to you and giving you pointers of how you need to change your perspective on the way that you're viewing something. We've got here study habits is like the Hierophant card that in the traditional tarot. It's about commitment, it's about perseverance, seeing something through, knowing that there may well be a distance between where you believe that you are now and where you believe that you should be at this time on other people's clock. It's showing that your time management needs to be on point. You can claw back extra time, the concept of time. You can pull in many things, electrical overload. You will be able to gain back many hours, minutes of the day if you are committed to the putting the phone down, for example, and leaving it. It gives you extra time. So 20-minute videos, 30, 40, 1 hour videos, going on to the next and carrying on the same to try and find over something that is bias confirmation with the self-talk isn't healthy if you're already coming from a depressed state of perception. And so you need to make that adjustment first, and then you will call messages towards you like you're being drawn to this one. When we're doing, as tarot readers, a lot of high vibrational messages we are finding, and I speak for myself, it could be whatever purpose and reason, but I feel I can speak for many that we're trying to put out those higher vibrational messages and people are just not locking into them. So it is a factor when we're saying that not everybody is going to be ascending at the same time. It's because people just do not want to absorb this because it's not giving quick, fast results. It is a slow Knight of Pentacles energy that you absolutely have to go within. It starts with that self-talk. No one can do that but you. You've got here ask for a sign. Your spirit guides, your spirit team are all around you. I'm seeing that many of you are going through struggles right now, and what I'm being shown is that there are so many ancestors, spirit guides, and a whole team of people around you pushing forward whatever aspect of you that you're going to be able to listen to and take something on board that's going to change your perspective, your perception, and create that shift, which is the initial starting point, the building block to pull you up to the position that you need to place yourself in. It's not about people putting you on a pedestal. It's nothing about pride. It's about where do you realistically place yourself on a scale of, let's just say, 1 to 10 in this moment here right now. And you've got a whole room of spirit guides that just fell over that is what you're feeling. You're avoiding the going within because it's too much. It's not too much. Your guides are here waiting for a lifetime and so many more in order to be able to help you break this cycle and this pattern. Give it to God. God is a word that is triggering for many. God is the universe. God is your loved ones, your ancestors. God is what you draw on within, that fuel, that will, that drive. God is whatever you need to tap into in order to feel safe, to have clarity of vision, to know that getting up every day is worth it, because miracles do absolutely happen, and they come from the most unlikely, unexpected space. You've got here, ask for help, ask your spirit guides, hand it over, give it to God, whatever that may mean within your spiritual journey, your religious teachings. It's all a guideline, because ultimately it is you gifting yourself that self-love and being kind to yourself to show a tiny glimpse of a doorway to walk through, and all that you are, all that you wish for is just the other side of that. The thing that is the block and getting in the way is the self-talk and the perspective of how you're viewing something right now. You've got here, get active. Some of you are so overwhelmed with wanting something or needing to do something, but just not sure of all of the intricate details of how to make that manifest. You're being called to not worry about that at this time. If you're resonating with this reading, you're being called to get active. There is one thing you can take action on right now. It will be a strong feeling within your body, something that you know that you need to do, or it doesn't have to be the top priority or something that has been avoided and put off for ages. It's the one thing to take action. That is all your spirit guides are asking you to do, contained with the essence and frequency of self-love. We've got here visualization. They know what it is that you want. They know the direction that you're heading in and what you're trying to accomplish. But what you're doing is you're trying to micromanage the whole of everything. It's not going to work that way. You've got to give yourself a starting block, a solid foundation, like the readings have been showing us and telling us from before. Once you take that step towards action, getting active, what are you ingesting, what are you eating, or the message of that, it may well be cutting something out and doing something. It doesn't actually, for me, feel anything to do with exercising and all of that malarkey. I could be being biased because I'm the last person to be heading down that route, but it feels on a deeper level than that. The universe is reflecting back to you about taking action on something. There's one thing that you know you can do. It's not all of it, but it is a starting point, and that's all that matters. We've got here affirmation. So with your visualization of knowing what you're going to do, just sit with that for a minute and then affirm, I see myself as, on scale 1 to 10, blah blah. That is again a generalized sweeping statement, but where you place yourself, you find your own affirmation that works with you, that helps you to hold that position, your authority, stepping into your power and holding that position. We have boundaries. setting boundaries with yourself and others. Yes, it's about being high vibrational, staying away from the drama and removing yourself from that. That's if you're already emotionally vulnerable, it's easy to be pulled down to that. But at the same time, you're not here to be a doormat. You do not win points to put yourself, your self-esteem, your confidence, to get yourself to there with your self-talk, your self-love. You're taking action in a direction that's leading you towards your hopes, your wishes, your dreams coming true, to be able to have people stamp all over you, to use you as a stepping stone to get to where they need to be. So some of you are going through a lesson of enforcing boundaries with a element of healthy balance. We've got intuition. You need to trust your intuition, because it is, once you've cleared your self-talk and you're able to know your own mind, you're listening to your body, your intuition. They are the trio that are talking to each other. You can put your hand out to take a sweet, but your intuition will be projecting you into the future and letting you know that action does not align with your highest good, your highest purpose in this moment right now. You're then given the choice to not take that sweet and let it pass. But with a self-talk is not beating yourself up because you wanted to take it, or you did take it, or you did it. It's about how you carry out an action and what you're left with after that. Have confidence in the decisions you're making. Embrace the change. Is that breaking a habit, creating a change doesn't come quickly unless it's the tower, and that will come in and level everything in order for you to restart this process again. I'm talking to those that are operating from a higher perspective, high vibrational way of operating and moving themselves forward. You never become perfect as such, but you can raise your standards, your way of thinking, and make life easier for yourself. So embrace the change, because your higher self is guiding you on your soul journey and purpose in order to find the least stressful way forward, which is why the boundaries are an imperative point within the process. Meditation, you can, meditation is to still the mind. For me, those that, no, I don't meditate, maybe I should do, but I don't really promote that. I feel it's a like religion, it's like a starting block that gives you the guidelines and open out from there. It's promoted because it is just to get you to be able to center yourself, but you do not need meditation to get yourself there. This process will automatically, you'll be living your life to your highest virtue. So this meditation is a mixture of both. Don't over stress yourself out of, oh, I don't meditate, it doesn't matter. It's about knowing your mind and maintaining your self-talk. This is a direction to lead you to there. We've got here, talk to someone you trust. Many of you are going through situations where you're learning a real hard learning curve about telling people your plans, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, and then to find that self-talk has been planted elsewhere or projected on you, that you shouldn't go that way. Know that when you're shining your brightest, when you're succeeding, that it is a reflection to those around you that are not progressing at the same speed. It's not about a fucking race or a competition, it's about a marathon, not a sprint. You are on a spiritual awakening, a spiritual journey, and progressing towards being as close to your higher self, the divine, your oversoul as possible. You need to be able to embrace change and be more fluid with the direction you're taking. Sometimes when you're telling people that you trust about things that are personal to you, not everyone has your best interests at heart. So you will always have placed in your path earth guides that may come from the most unlikely places, which again, with the asking for help, maybe choose a different avenue or a different way that you would usually pull in help or look for guidance or whatever it may be, because this is saying that there is other help out there with new solutions. Talk to someone you trust, but yeah, again, it's deeper in the sense of I don't trust anyone. Well, that will be a lesson. You need to trust somebody, because if you can't trust anyone, then you're walking through a place of fear. Or what does that say about the people that you are consistently having up around you at this time? You've got here epiphany. Things will start dropping into place. It is about the self-talk again. Everything's going to lead back to there. There's going to be something that you're going to just see in hindsight, looking back. Yeah, I can see the difference. I was doing it that way, now I'm doing it this way, and it just all makes sense. It didn't need to be as hard, or I didn't need to avoid the change for as long as I did, or make it as hard for myself as I did. This is about to be the last card, so please, if you are resonating with this, press like, subscribe, and let me know your comments down below. We've got here music, so some of you here speak your truth at the bottom of the deck. So there's some of you here that are connected to music. You are gifted within music, whether it is playing an instrument, whether it is the production, the putting together, the seeing, the foresight, whether it is that you come alive listening to your body as you dance to music. It has every aspect of it. Music is the language of love, and it moves us to a particular vibration that, regardless of your self-talk, the process that you're moving through, or whatever it is, music is a way of blasting out the negativity, the distortion of all that chaos that is incoming. You find the love in your heart through music. There you go. That is your message. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I am going to just get you some, I'm being told, one angel card. Yeah. You'll be surprised the amount of people that are not receptive to these high vibrational messages. It's frustrating for those, especially on YouTube. I don't know about other platforms that are trying to help people move towards that that energy and absorb it, but they're gravitating back to the drama. We've got here 4 of Ariel. So 4 of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change. Extremes in how you save or spend money. Okay, so that is your message. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.